Hello again, Nate Swaby here, Cost Tank Realty and Swaby Estates. So today we're going to take a little drive out to the Halton Hills. Now Halton Hills is just north of Oakville and west of Brampton. If you've ever been out this way, you'll know that there's a number of communities within the Halton Hills, which is very interesting. It's also in the region of Halton. And Halton Hills, again, comes into play with a lot of different communities in and throughout that entire area, and one of which you might know is Georgetown. Another one perhaps Acton. You've heard of maybe Glen Williams. These are some of the beautiful communities within. Georgetown just happens to be a very large one. Now this area is very unique in a sense because it is kind of mountainous ranges, a lot of small pocket communities, which is really interesting. But we will take you through. We'll show you some of those new communities that have been up and coming, some new communities that are being built, not to mention some new development areas such as the south of Georgetown, which has a lot of development happening right now. So we'll take you in and out. We'll explain to you the area a little bit, get a feel for some of the communities, and hopefully you guys can find something nice for yourself, or if it's an investment, perhaps something nice for the future. And hopefully you guys enjoy and you get a lot of information out of this video.
Okay, so right now we're on Winston Churchill heading south, and we're heading into a little town or community called Norval. This is part of the Halton Hills, and this will give us access to the next community, which is Georgetown. Now Norval is a very beautiful town. It actually happens to have the Credit River that flows through most of the town, and it is a very old historic town that was developed in between Toronto and Guelph, which was a through town for a lot of transportation between those two cities. Now in the town of Norval, a lot of the property here tends to be detached. You can find price ranges that would sell typically in between $650,000 to about $1 million. Lot sizes anywhere from a quarter acre to about a half an acre of space, and the interior square footage can land you anywhere from 1,500 to 2,500 square feet. Bedrooms usually range anywhere from 3 to 5 bedrooms, and washrooms are usually about 2 to 3. Okay, so here we are now in the community of Georgetown of Halton Hills. Now what you'll notice as we're driving through is this is more of a city type feel. You'll have a larger population, a lot more buildings and housing and communities in this area. And of course the road that we're on is Guelph Street, which happens to be one of two main intersections that intersect throughout Georgetown. This main strip in Georgetown happens to be a little bit more of the populated area, as it does have more commercial. As you can see, there's a lot of plazas around, but on our left hand side is actually a mall. This mall happens to be the Georgetown Marketplace. Most of the commercial and shopping centers will end up in this area. Now this intersection here is Mountain View Road. This distinguishes the south side of Georgetown from the north. So we'll take a right here and head north. Now as we're heading north through Georgetown, we're going to head into another community called Glen Williams. Now remember, Halton Hills is divided into multiple small communities scattered all over the Halton Hills. So right now we're heading north to show you Glen Williams, which is a beautiful yet small community. This neighborhood is right before Glen Williams, and it's a very beautiful neighborhood. It's fairly new. These houses were built in around the 2003-2006 range. Now as you can see, the houses are very dynamic. A lot of the houses, as much as they are pretty standard, they all look rather different, as you can see from the rooftop colors, from the different types of bricks, and from the different styles of the front of the house. Now this neighborhood usually consists of two types of properties. You'll get townhomes and detached homes. The townhomes tend to sell in the ranges of $600,000 to about $700,000. You can get lot spaces of anywhere from 1,800 square feet to about 2,300 square feet, interior square footage of 1,500 square feet to about 2,000, and bedrooms usually about 3 to 4 bedrooms, and typically about 2 to 3 washrooms. Detached homes will cost you in the ranges of $700,000 to about $1 million. Lot square footages, you're talking about 2,500 square feet to about 4,300 square feet. Interior square footage will be anywhere from 1,100 square feet to about 3,000. You can get anywhere from 3 to 4 bedrooms and usually about 3 to 4 washrooms. So now this is a short neighborhood on Guelph Street, and of course this is the mountain top. Now as you can see here, there's an area that is now being developed, so with time this area will expand. Now, as you can see on the right-hand side here as well, this neighborhood does have an interconnected pathway, which is always great for a neighborhood. And this pathway will get you in between this neighborhood and several other neighborhoods, all the way to Glen Williams area. Now, some of the properties on this side of the neighborhood have a great view in the backyard, being on the mountaintop. Okay, so what we're going to do now, we're going to head back down the mountaintop and we're going to leave this neighborhood and we're going to head a little north, more towards the Glen Williams area, and show you some of the houses in those neighborhoods. And of course a crane on your right hand side, which means development, which is always a good sign. Okay, so here we are in the Glen Williams area. It's a very beautiful area, more of a suburb type style. As you'll see, a lot of the houses have a lot of lot space. It's a lot more mountainous and beautiful views and ranges. Glen Williams is one of many communities in the Halton Hills, also known as a hamlet from the historical pasts. It does sit on the base of the Niagara Escarpment, and it was founded in 1825. Many of the buildings here are still original type buildings, and a lot of them do actually hold a Canadian registry for historical places. Okay, so now that we're at the top of the hill here, we're going to show you this community. It's a community right at the top of the hill, and it's off of Oak Ridge Drive. A lot of beautiful homes here. A lot of the properties here on Oakwood Drive tend to be detached. You'll usually find them to be bungalow style or two-story style. A lot of the houses in these areas will contain anywhere from a half acre and as high as, per se, 2 acres in lot space. Now houses in this area have sold in the range of $1.1 million to about $1.6 million. Now what I love about this neighborhood is a lot of the houses are very unique. None of the houses tend to stand out in the sense of looking the same. Now houses in this area would actually have square footage on the interior of anywhere from 1,500 square feet to about 2,000 square feet. A lot of houses in the area tend to have anywhere from 4 to 5 bedrooms and usually 2 to 4 bathrooms. Now as you can see, this street is very beautiful, very unique, a lot of different types of homes, a lot of different sizes of homes, definitely a lot of lot space on these properties. Now these properties, the highest assessed value in this area would land you about $2.5 million. Okay, so now we're going to head out of Glen William area and we're going to head to the center downtown of Georgetown and pass through there into a few communities as we head to the developing area. Okay, so now we're heading back into the Georgetown community and we're heading south on Main Street. Okay, so here we are in the downtown Georgetown. This is Main Street. This is where most of the business happened. This area was founded in 1823, and this area still has active original historical site buildings. And of course, this is where most of the merchant and commercial area was, especially when Georgetown was just a village and up and coming. Now, for anybody interested in business leasing, it can cost you anywhere from $10 to $20 a square foot. Now, this is a neighborhood on the other side of the stoplights of Maple Avenue. This area here is called Arbor Glen Drive. This little neighborhood is nestled on a small incline, surrounded by forestry and a very small river. Now, the properties in this particular area happen to be detached homes. You'll find price ranges anywhere from $870,000 to about $1.4 million. Lot sizes will range anywhere from 4,000 square feet to 5,800 square feet. Interior square footage will be anywhere from 2,000 to 2,500 square foot. And they'll have anywhere from 4 to 6 bedrooms and usually 3 to 5 washrooms. Now we'll head over to another little neighborhood just on the opposing side, just a little bit up the street. Now this is the neighborhood of West Branch Drive. This neighborhood is fairly new. Most of the housing is just complete and there is still some properties being completed. What's nice about this area, it does have interconnected pathways a little bit further down in this neighborhood here, and that'll allow you to go in and out of different neighborhoods within the vicinity. Again, a lot of the houses in this area tend to be detached homes and tend to sit in the price range of $1.2 million to about $1.5 million. Homes here will have lot spaces of anywhere from 6,000 square feet to about 7,500 square feet, and interior square footage of about 3,000 square feet to 3,500 square feet. A lot of the homes in these neighborhoods will have anywhere from 4 to 5 bedrooms and usually 4 to 5 washrooms. Now, for those of you that have a family or are looking to start one, you'll be glad to know that there is approximately 12 schools in the immediate vicinity of this neighborhood, as well as the last neighborhood we were just in. Now you can kind of see the price ranges of different neighborhoods in the area of Georgetown. We're going to continue heading south to the new developing area. So we're going to hang a left here on Argyle Road, which will take us to Mountain View Road, which again is one of the main cross-sectional roads of Georgetown, and this time will be on the southern side. Now, as you can see, Georgetown has many neighborhoods. This area of Georgetown, more southern side of Georgetown, is newer developments. This area is fairly new. It's not the newest, but we are on our way there right now. And here we are at Mountain View Road South, which will get us to the new developing areas. Now, this area of Mountain View Road is, again, a newer area. So a lot of these plazas and commercial real estate here have recently been built. A lot of these places are just coming in and leasing these spaces. Now, for those of you looking for leasing in the area, leasing has rented for anywhere from $28 a square foot to approximately $35 a square foot. Now, had we turned right real quickly just to briefly go through this neighborhood, as you'll see, this area is under development and more or less mostly built, but there is still areas of development happening. So here we are, open land. And in this area here, they have proposed a smart center. Okay, so this is the most southern point of Georgetown as we speak with regards to development. We're quickly approaching the most developing area. So as you can see, there's a lot of open land. There's still a lot of development to be done, and this is expanding at a rapid pace. The neighborhood is very beautiful. It's located on the southern side of Georgetown, and of course they do have a lot of different types of homes here, anywhere from detached to townhomes. They have a lot of parks, they have schools, and they are also very close to the Mountain View Road, which happens to be one of the main points with a lot of the commercial. Currently, they have approximately 5 schools in the immediate area, and with plans of more to be opening soon. Now, townhomes in this area can range anywhere from $675,000 to about $720,000. Lot sizes can range anywhere from 2,400 square foot to 3,000 square foot, and interior square footage anywhere from 1,500 square foot to 2,000 square foot. They typically have anywhere from 4 bedrooms and usually about 4 washrooms. Detaches can range anywhere from $715,000 to about $1.2 million, with lot sizes of 3,200 to 4,300 square feet, and interior square footage of 1,500 to 2,000 square feet. Detaches can have bedrooms from anywhere from 3 to 5 bedrooms and usually 3 to 5 washrooms. So this is Southern Georgetown, and this is Halton Hills.
Okay, so as you can see, Halton Hills, very interesting, very beautiful, and it's got a lot of different pocket communities that you can choose from. Of course, Georgetown being one of the bigger ones, and that's a little bit more city feel. And of course, you've got a ton of development on the south side of Georgetown right now, a lot of neighborhoods going up, a lot of communities. Of course, there's lots of pocket communities in and throughout the city as well, where you'll actually get, you know, fairly new builds. There's also the older portion of Georgetown as well, which is nice. If you like those older homes, maybe you get a nice old Victorian home. And of course, there is the suburbs type styles, which something like Glen Williams, which is a very beautiful area. You got the hilltops with the beautiful views and the beautiful homes. And obviously pricing, you know, can vary depending on where you want to be. But nonetheless, Georgetown, you know, Glen Williams, Halton Hills, a lot of communities, very beautiful, up and coming. There's new developments. You got existing, you got old school. What more could you ask for? If you guys did see anything here that you liked today, feel free to reach out to me. You can always leave a comment in the post, and of course I'll leave information in the description on how you can get a hold of me. My name again is Nate Swaby with Cost Tank Realty and Swaby Estates. Hopefully you guys found this very helpful and you guys got some information you're looking for. Again, keep an open mind. Happy hunting, guys.